Most scanners can only scan letter-sized documents, which is fine for paper that's 8.5 by 11, but if your drawing is actually larger, then it's not that easy to get all those sections scanned in correctly and brought into Photoshop. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about how to scan large works. In Dropbox, I gave you a folder of sample files, and if you download that zip file and open it up, you'll see that that particular folder has two subfolders inside of it. One of them is called Oil Painting Scans, and another one is called SI Poster Scan Sections. The poster is pretty large, so we're going to open up those files in Bridge, and then we'll have Photoshop merge them all into creating one large document. So let's open up this folder in Bridge. To do that, you click the folder, and you look for Bridge on the bottom of your dock. This is in a Macintosh OS system. Just take that and drag it right on top of Bridge. So you get to Bridge. Let's see what we have here. You get to Bridge, you'll see that that particular folder has 3 scans for the poster. Now, when you do scans that are larger than the scan, where the artwork is larger than the scan bed itself, you want to make sure that each of the sections has at least a 1-inch overlap from one piece to the next, because Photoshop will need that 1 inch to help compare and to match individual pixels. So this is a large poster. It was scanned in 3 sections, and I call this scan 1, scan 2, scan 3. If your image has been rotated, or sometimes you're forced to flip things over, select the image that needs to be rotated and click the rotate icon to rotate it. Make sure everything is lined up correctly. Okay? Next thing you want to do is you want to select all of your sections. So click the first one, hold down the Shift key, click the last one. From there, you go to Tools on the main menu for Bridge, Tools, Photoshop, Photo Merge. Photoshop will open with the source files automatically added to the list. In this case, the files are called Scan 1, Scan 2, Scan 3. And you could leave all this alone if you like, because it is a flatbed scan, so you want Photoshop to automatically line it up, rotate it, do slight image adjustments to make sure that the tone is correct from one part to the next. And auto actually works really, really well. Click OK. So what will happen is Photoshop will open up the first document, analyze that file, open up the second, and then create this document that is actually a combination of all 3. And if you were to look at the layers palette, you'll see that the file has 3 individual layers, and each layer includes the file name of the original scan. Scan 1 JPEG, Scan 2 JPEG, Scan 3 JPEG. But more importantly, if you were to hide some of the bottom 2 layers, you'll see that Photoshop actually used a layer mask to help separate one piece from the next. It doesn't do it linearly, because I think if it was linear, the actual scene would become more obvious. And it uses a layer mask to hide parts of it. The entire scan actually is here. You just can't see it. So if you want to see what the entire layer looks like, hold down the Shift key and click the black and white layer mask thumbnail. And that's what the scan looks like. The layer mask will have a red X on top of it, meaning that saying that it's temporarily disabled. And if this entire straight piece had been left intact, there's a really good chance you could actually see the seam from this piece to the next. So that's why you want to have the layer mask intact. Hold down the Shift key, click the layer mask thumbnail again. The red X is gone, and the sections are there. Put the other ones on, and then when you zoom in on it, you'll see that Photoshop did a phenomenal job of combining the 2 pieces together. It's crazy how good this thing is. So if you're happy with the entire thing, the way the scan came out, then the next thing you want to do is you want to combine all of the sections into a single layer. Layer, flatten image. That's it. Now I guess you want to rotate it. Photoshop had rotated the image. So it's image, image rotation, 90 degrees clockwise. And there you have it. 3 sections scanned into one, and Photoshop did all the hard work.